All right, Chad, let's see what this video is talking about, man. Let's see what's
For the
going
first
on.
time in years, Riot just issued a global ban against a player, and you could be next. While you may think that I'm over-exaggerating, a situation on Twitter with a small League of Legends streamer blew up bigger than anyone could have imagined, and it could have severe implications for the entire League of Legends player base.
They might just take something I've done before again and just use it as justification to permanent me. Just because I piss off one Rioter on the team. If this ban isn't reversed, like, this is probably going to be my last stream of League of Legends.
Today I'm going to tell you what happened, how it happened, what the consequences were, and today I'm going to tell you what...
But the games that are here that I'm looking at are versus AI. They're co-op versus AI. No? Okay, I don't see the problem.
This is probably going to be my last stream of League of Legends.
Today I'm going to tell you what happened, how it happened, what the consequences were, and how this can and will affect you. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Platinum 4. So he says 40-0 to plat. 40. This fool won 40 games in a row. And then says, I don't understand how people can have hundreds of games on a jungler in low elo and still consistently fail the 330. Bro. All right, let's get some context. I already have something to say, but let's go ahead and get context.
For those that don't know, the rank 3 NA player who's a new...
He's a rank 3, okay.
One
and he's a jump, okay.
Is also a small streamer by the name of Pentalus. In the past, he even played in one of my Dantes Challenger races and ended up beating not only me, but Tyler 1 and many other League streamers. But the reason why we're bringing him up today is because his account that is currently rank 3 is unable to play for the next month, and he got a global ban across all of his accounts for something that is not only unrelated to the actions of this account, but is something that almost every League of Legends player does: smurfing. You see, 3 days ago, Pentalus made a tweet that blew up. He posted a screenshot of an account where he went 40 wins and 0 losses to Plat 4, starting from Iron, and then criticized low elo junglers.
You don't, I mean, okay, so do you not see what's wrong with that? There's a lot wrong with that, right? So, like, first of all, you're 40-0 to Plat. If you won 40 games, why are you still in Plat? That's a problem. Like, that's a big problem. Matter of fact, you know how many games you ruined? Well, 40 to be exact, right? You're ruining every single game you play because you're a challenger player who is playing in a rank that you're not supposed to play in. And then to make matters worse, you are flaming people who are obviously not in the same rank as you online, shitting on how they play jungle. Bitch, this isn't your rank. They're not supposed to play like you. They're not supposed to be as good as you. They're not even supposed to be as good as somebody that's below you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like every diamond, master, emerald player, right? You're in plat. So they have ways to go before they reach your level, if they even want to or have the desire to, or, you know what I'm saying, can't even fathom. So the fact that you're shitting on that player is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like that's different. So,
Response, Drew Levin, who's recently been going viral since he's the most communicative Rioter that any of us players have seen for League of Legends in a very long time, responded to his tweet, essentially saying, I don't understand how people can look at our dev update about smurfing and think it's a good idea to buy accounts and post about 40 owing sub-platinum games as a 1K plus LP challenger. Do you think we won't enforce our rules in TOS?
okay, first of all, no. He didn't think that you would enforce your rules because you usually don't, right? So to be fair to the dude that, you know, stupidly posted about it, did he think that you guys would turn around and enforce? No, because you guys don't. Like, and that's the issue, right? You have Smurfs ruining games everywhere, right? That is infested in your, you know, League of Legends rank system. You got people that are smurfing, ruining games by either completely smurfing and going 30-0 in their game, creating a gap so big that there's no chance that the other team can win because they're playing against somebody who's not in the rank. Or you have people smurfing and, oh, now that I think about it, how did his, bro, why is he 40-0 in plat? So that means that he had to have deranked the account, or somebody had to have deranked the account. So you got people smurfing, deranking accounts, losing on purpose, which is, you know, fucked up experience for the 4 teammates of that person, right? So if you're on that person's team and he's losing on purpose, that's what? That means you're losing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who loses on purpose means that you're losing too. And the rest of his teammates are losing too. It's ruining the rank experience. Hands down. The whole point of rank is to get a competitive experience. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair that the whole community has to suffer just for somebody else to get some clicks. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it boils down to. And the fact that, you know, this, I don't know, Drew Levin, this is the dude that was on the last dev update. So according to Doaenel, that's how I know him. According to him, this guy has been answering everybody on Twitter. According to, he's saying, do you think we won't enforce our rules in TOS? No, nobody thought you would, but hey, go crazy.
The work that we're doing for the future of League.
I saw this video.
We also know that the element we need to maintain above all else is League's competitive integrity. And in order to keep that reality, we need to give you
Yeah, but the problem is it took you 15 seasons to do it, man.
games with 9 other players of similar skill levels.
So starting in patch 2518, we're going to be taking additional action against accounts that use the 2 most common smurfing behaviors.
Yeah, this guy.
Boosting and hitchhiking. One of the reasons we're doing more now is because Vanguard has given us the increased capability and accuracy we need to determine if accounts are being shared or sold. Which is what enables
Vanguard.
We are in the
Vanguard,
process of
that
banning a bunch of accounts that work
that system that infested your computer. Yeah, Vanguard, that's what they're talking about. Oh, yeah, whatever.
partially botted and meant to be resold. We're going to go through and also ban a bunch of accounts that have been sold or shared that people use as part of a roster of alts to do various bad things.
And we're going to be doubling down on banning accounts that are being bought, sold, or shared, regardless of whether or not they're used in ranked smurfing.
As a response to this, Pentalus ended up talking about how the account wasn't botted and it was actually hand-leveled in co-op versus AI. And due to an MMR bug since it was created months prior, that was the reason why he placed in Iron. But as you can see, Drew kept going back and forth with Pentalus on this Twitter discussion, and it ended up ending with Pentalus sending him all the information for the account. Now, it was deemed by rioters that the account that Pentalus linked was actually hand-leveled by him, and that there were no issues with the account itself other than Riot having a glitch in their MMR system that made it start in Iron. And while you think the story might end there, it doesn't. Because this morning, Pentalus uploaded a screenshot talking about how, after giving all the information of this account, Riot not only banned that account for 30 days, but also banned every single one of his accounts for 30 days. To understand just how drastic it is, it means that Pentalus' rank 3 account and his top 100 account will decay down to Diamond, and there is nothing that he can do about it. So now I know what you're thinking. You're wondering, but if that account was hand-leveled and Pentalus didn't have any issues with his other accounts, then why did he get banned across his entire network for an entire month? And the answer to this question is one that is going to make almost...
Hold on, temporarily suspended. Your account received the following penalties. You're temporarily suspended for 30 days. You'll regain access, blah, blah, blah. Your honor has been reduced, blah, 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 after receiving reports. In an automated review of your gameplay, we discovered unusual skill changes due to intentional modification of your rank or the ranks of others through unfair play. This is outlined in the user rules section. All right, so he did something. I don't know. I don't know what he is. I don't know.
Everyone watching this video fear for their lives. Because the reason why...
No, some of us don't got to fear for our lives. Some of us don't cheat. Some of us don't buy accounts, right? I did a whole video, you know, of account that I, you know, bought just to test it out and find out if it gets, you know, banned or whatever. And we found out that it didn't, right? But I never played on it after that. So, I mean, I care less. So yeah, some of us don't have to worry about this. Some of us play the game, just trying to improve and, you know, rank up. And, you know, a lot of us spend what, you know how many hours, my account's what, 900 hours, and get held back constantly every single day. Bro, I just put out a video of this Riven, you know what I'm saying? Like this Riven just completely shitting on our game. And, you know, this is just, you know, a day ago. And, you know, that's minus LP for us. You know, 4 of us lost because of that Riven, clearly. And it's wasting our time. It's wasting our progression. You know what I'm saying? Even though we are, and it happens so often. You see what I'm saying? So it sucks. It's stupid.
Dantes was actually issued a global 30-day ban is because after checking his network and finding all the accounts that he's ever played on had his email associated to, or that were associated with his hardware ID, they determined that a while ago, Dantes had played 20 games on an account that was bought.
The Rioter was so determined to own and publicly smite this guy that he went above and beyond and found some botted account, not the account in question that we don't know when was played on 20 games, and bans all of Penalty's accounts to make them feel vindicated. Disgust? Okay, but like, how would you know that? So what's, like, I want to hear from the person that banned his account. Like, show us that email. Why did he ban this account? I want to see that.
And gave it up. But due to the fact that this was a breach of Riot's TOS, they ended up enforcing a global suspension across all of his accounts for an entire month.
Yeah, but Riot wouldn't. Okay, so does Riot go around banning accounts? No, we wish they would ban more accounts. So there's a reason that is not being shared, and I guarantee you it has to do with his 40-0 game rant, to where he's shitting on lower elo players and clearly smurfing and playing on an account that he shouldn't be playing in games that he shouldn't be playing in. Like, it has something to do with that. Like, it has to.
Evan has also spent all morning clarifying his and Riot's position on.
Okay, so let me see if I have your point right. We did far too little to enforce our rules in the past, and this strikes you as too abrupt and too harsh a punishment. Is this right? If so, we made an entire dev update on section on this marketing, blah, 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 blah. Not only that, but he streamed and posted about going 40-0 from iron to plat. I don't actually think there's much reasonable disagreement about whether it's all right to, as a challenger, try hard on an Iron 4 account. What if you disagree?
The ban, stating that it's not only justified, but something that they would like to see more.
Nope, this is all clear. I only disagree with ID bans on their main account without first giving it a proper policy warning they have to acknowledge. No, fuck that. What do you mean they have to acknowledge? They already know. Everybody knows. So what you're saying is give them a warning so that, no. A warning doesn't do shit. See, look, let's go to our handy dandy graph right here. Okay, look, see, first you fuck around, right? Then you find out. You know what I'm saying? The math is clear as day. Okay, like there's no warning. I gotta love how people love the idea of just somebody doing something and not being held accountable and not, you know, going through the punishment. Like, bro, it is what it is.
In the future, he's been saying things along the lines of, well, it sucks that Penta.
Wait, me too. I think he misunderstood my original point. I'm trying to have a conversation here which devoted into something completely different.
Had to be the first one issued such a severe consequence that Riot has talked multiple times recently about actions that they will take against smurfing and account sharing, and that Pentos, knowing this, ended up smurfing and bragging about it as well, which is what led to him being the first domino to fall. But while Pentos was the first domino to fall, he definitely will not be the last. And the reason why I know this is because
ban them all of them. Ban them, please. Get them the fuck out of our rank games. Bro, ban them. Ban them all. I don't care. I don't care if you have to do a complete cleanse and it ends up like lessening the overall rank experience, period. I don't care if my queue time increases by 2 or 3 minutes if it means that there are less trolls in my games. Like, seriously, ban them. Get them the fuck out. Because I'm tired of it. It gets old. It gets stupid. And I think the fact that the queue times are increasing, even in Emerald, Diamond, Plat, gold, like the queue times are constantly increasing. Bro, people are getting sick of it. You know what I'm saying? Like people are not interested. It makes the game like absolute trash and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you play an actual game of League of Legends 5-on-5, both the teams are trying, and you know, you actually go through the entire game, have a winning team, bro, that is exhilarating. It's fun. It's enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? To the highest degree, especially if you got, you know, competitive juices flowing. Like that's what we all yearn for when we play this game. The fact that we only get that 2 out of every 10 games, that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of them all.
As another writer by the name of Roxon released a patch 15.17 preview where in it he states that they're gearing up for the first major release of anti-boosting and smurfing stuff and a few other behavior related things in 15.18. So what was observed of happening with Pentalus and his connection to a botted account leading to a whole 30-day ban on his entire network could happen to every single person watching this video. Because the truth is...
No, because you're assuming that everybody's doing this. First of all, everybody has like, not everybody, but a lot of people that bought accounts and decide that they want to climb on those other accounts, right? Like most people are doing that because that's what the streamers do, right? And that gives you a way to reset your MMR. Bro, Riot, listen, the problem with your current system, I don't know why you went back to doing this, is why are there no resets over the year? It stops people from taking the game seriously. You see what I'm saying? They lose games in the beginning of the season, and then they just hop on another account and just play on that one. And the problem with that is that if you feel like you can constantly reset your rank and try again, right, without it being authentic from Riot, like you have splits for a reason, bro, reset people's rank so that they can continue to take the game seriously and play the game. So instead of that, you have people that are, you know, I have a 42% win rate over 40, 50 games. All right, I'm gonna hop on another account. Do you realize that people flame each other all day long about how many games they play? Oh, you're 900 games platinum, or you're 900 games emerald, or blah, blah, blah. Like, but I have way more respect for that person than you. Like the difference between that person and you is that person is playing on his account. That's the only account he's playing on. Somebody got 900 games. That's the account that they're playing on. You bragging about having fewer games is either saying that you're just not playing the game, or you're playing on multiple accounts. Like, bro, you're weak. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey. Just saying.
That Vanguard is in your PC and it knows everything. If you're like me and 98% of everyone else that plays Riot games and you don't have a degree in hacking and online protection and all that stuff, then there's a good chance that Vanguard knows everything about your files, about the accounts associated to your IP, just everything relating to your hardware ID. And if they're willing to ban a relatively small streamer, then the chances of...
Who went on Twitter and bragged while also shitting on another player for not performing like a challenger player. First of all, okay, not like a challenger player, by doing like a basic thing in the jungle by clearing at 330, but still, it's plat. People are not consistent. Like, it happens, and it's understandable that it happens. So the fact that you as a challenger player, it's crazy to me how many high or so-called high elo players. I tend to not believe when somebody says, "Oh, look at my diamond whatever account," like, but whatever. But it's being proved, or it's been proven over the past few years, that how many high elo players are willing to shit on low elo players without the understanding that low elo players don't even get to experience the game like they should. You see what I'm saying? Because they got to go through high elo players just to rank up. You see what I'm saying? How many Smurfs are in your games? And I'm talking about my homie who's bronze can't even get a fair game without a gap so big in his top lane or mid lane or the jungles being so significantly different, you know what I'm saying, that he can't do anything. He's a support me. You see what I'm saying? And Could he play better? Oh, of course, he could play like a challenger player. Okay, here's the thing. He's not a challenger player. What part of that don't you understand? That somebody in bronze is a bronze player. That he's trying to gather the skills to become a silver player or gather the skills to become a gold player. They're not challenger players. They're not supposed to be doing challenger shit. They're not a challenger player. Bro, if you're doing challenger shit, you're being challenger, bro. You see what I'm saying? But you're a challenger in bronze, bragging and shitting on your peers for not being as good as you.
Them also banning everyone else that they find connected to botted accounts is also extremely high. I know that even myself recently have had some accounts get banned that were legitimately 5 or 6 years old because they were botted back then. So
Bye.
if Riot can dig up all those old files and they can dig up all those old games, then no one's...
Okay, but here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing about what you're saying. Like, we hear what you're saying, but what about lying? Somebody could say they got a hand leveled account. Oh yeah, I got a hand level account. I leveled it to 30. Yeah, what if that motherfucker's lying and Vanguard reveals the truth and finds out, no, you didn't hand level it. It was attached to another such and such and such and such and this date, which doesn't correlate with what you say, blah, 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 blah. So since you're lying about this account, not even since you're lying, since we found out about what's going on with this account after digging into the files, ban. And now that person is continuously lying, going to the Twitter feed, talking about some, oh, I did everything authentically and they still banned my account. Well, apparently you didn't, because Riot don't just ban. What, bro, what Riot is known for not banning enough. They don't just go around banning for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Most of us wish that they would ban more and that they would give us more of our LP back for people trolling in our games. You know what I'm saying? That's what people wish. I'm telling you, that's what most people wish for. You know, there are reports every game. A lot of them unjustified, but a lot of them justified.
Account is actually safe. If you've ever broken TOS, like many of us have, and either purchased an account, played on a botted account, or even played on a friend's account, then Riot could be coming for you. No.
Let me make something very clear. If Riot decided that because I at one point bought an account on stream and tried that whole shit, that account was banned, and because they found out, let's say they went back to my old stream and found out that, you know, oh, you did this, and they ended up banning all my accounts for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, bro, and I knew that they were getting ready to do a full sweep of that, I'd be perfectly fine with it, because I would know that when I come back to rank, oh, it's gonna be a different experience. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a different experience, because the reason why those people are trolling in your games, right? Listen, just think in the perspective of you queuing up for rank, choosing your champion, and trying to win in your game. Just think into the perspective of that person for a second before you outrage. Just think in the perspective of that person, because that's most people, believe it or not, right? And having that person on your team that don't give a fuck. He doesn't care. Oh, I'm gonna run it down, I don't care. And then you knowing, okay, we just lost it. Because out of 10 people, there's always one. And that team typically loses. It's not even about who has the best teammate no more. It's about who has the worst one. So just think, what if that person doesn't exist no more and you get to enjoy a game of League of Legends?
Now, if you want my personal opinion, I don't think that this is a bad thing. Riot has been so severely lax with all their punishments over years that it makes sense that they would choose now as the time to really start cracking down.
Well, because they can, because they have Vanguard, like the dude said. They couldn't before, because then, you know, when you start banning people's accounts and you don't have the documentation or backup, then they can lie and you can't prove, and then it becomes a problem. But now that they can prove because they have all the data, ban them all. I don't care.
But the scary thought here is that if they're willing to go above and beyond to target a player's entire network of accounts simply because of one account that he played 20 games on,
so no. You're wording that very. It's because of one person, and what you need to understand is that you're not punishing a person for banning an account that he doesn't care about. You see what I'm saying? That's why they do it. Bro, Riot has threatened to ban bot accounts a few times now. But do you know why people still do it? Because they, first of all, they don't care about that account. Ban them all day long. Any player will tell you, I don't give a damn about this account. Go ahead and ban it. Go ahead. Go ahead and report me. How many people in your games don't care about being reported? Go report me. I don't care. I'm gonna still say these racist comments to you. I'm gonna still say these. I'm gonna still run it down. I'm gonna still, you know, I don't care about this account. How many times have they told you? They don't care. He's talking about banning that network. No, what you're doing is you're attacking the player instead of the account that they don't care about. You see what I'm saying? And a player that's willing to do that, in order to make an example or in order to enforce anything, you can't target something bro, nobody cares about that account. You ban that account out of existence, that player is on another account doing the same thing. Yes, target everything. If you wanted to affect, if you wanted to do anything.
That was botted, it makes you wonder what they're gonna do for everyone else. All
Ban
I
them
know
all.
is at the end of the day, if you find yourself a bit confused as to why so many streamers are doing level 1 to rank 1 challenges over the course of the next few weeks, now you're at least aware of the reason why. I'm sure that more developments are going to happen and a lot more stuff is going to release, but I honestly kind of like the idea of Riot finally taking a firm stance towards changing the game, which is unlike anything they've done for the last few years.
Facts. 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 I like Dantes, man. I really do. I like Dantes. He gives, like, his perspective is insightful, even though he's a complete goofball. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever watch his streams and you watch him play and you watch him do his things, like, you can see how, you know, he's been so consistent and why he's so successful, even in his climbs. Dantes is dope. Yes, sir. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe. Head over to Twitch, follow Chovio6, where I do stream 3 or 4 times a week. See you there.